This is how you deal with the lob. Let's have a go at the hot dog.
What's the hot dog?
The hot dog is also known as the tweener. It's when you get lobbed over the head. Okay, I'm going to go for it. Take it through the legs. And that's the tweener, okay?
Yeah, that's the
So the trick to hitting the tweener is you've got to come through with the frame between the legs. And then you're going to pronate the racket as it goes through, because it's not going to fit through the legs necessarily straight through like that. So you've got to go with the frame, and then as it goes through, you're going to turn it. The pronation also gives you a little bit of power, so you don't have to hit it that hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so not like that, like this. And then it's all going to come down to the timing with the footwork. So have a look at my footwork again. I've got a couple of smaller steps at the end where, bang.
It's a dual split.
It is, yeah. You've got to separate those legs to get the racket through, but you need to pronate the racket through the legs to get a hold of it. Now with the tweener, you've got two options as well. Once you've got a really good feel for it through the legs, you can opt to hit it flat, or you can hit a lob over their head if you can sense that they're coming in for the volley off the lob. Because it's a really important shot to have. You know, you've got to know what you're going to do when your opponent lobs you. And your best plan is always going to be to run around the ball and then get your forehand on it. Okay, so for example, just got onto that forehand. You've got another option. We've talked about the tweener, where you've got to pronate through the legs and you've got to try and take that ball really low down.
Yeah, really low.
Really low. So you're pivoting off the shoulder here. Here's another one. You run around it and you just run to the side of the ball, and then you hit underneath around the side.
Okay.
So for example, okay, and this one is a really comfortable one to hit, and the key here is just to turn the wrist underneath. Again, just like the tweener, you're going to be hitting the ball nice and low down, and it's going to be timing that ball as it comes down off its first bounce. Okay, the one last option, and that is just to scoop it. And this isn't necessarily the best option, because once somebody's lobbed you, they're likely, and you should too, to follow it into the net.
Yeah.
Because if it's a good lob, they're going to be on the defense. And if I go for a scoop, it's going to be an easy smash for the opponent, okay?
Yeah, unless it's high enough.
But here's the scoop. So I go for the ball, and I'm just going to hit it over my head there. Woo! The scoop here, you're looking to lob the opponent back again. So nice and gentle, nice and high, get back into the point, finish it off. Okay, so you've got the tweener, you've got the one down around the side, you've got the scoop, and you've also got the ability to run around it and hit your forehand, which is going to be the preferable option. Okay, so we're going to play some points now where I'm going to bring you in, I'm going to lob you, and I just want you to practice, whichever shot you feel most comfortable with. I'm glad you did that, because that is the best option of all of them. If you can get it before it bounces and just smash it down. So the best thing on the smash is work your footwork, so you go back and then you can stop and go forwards on the shot. So what you're doing really well at the moment is you're playing a game where I'm finding it very difficult to lob you. You're approaching on the right shots, making it difficult for me. Good. You're unlobbable at the moment. I bring you in with the drop shot, and you're there, and then you kind of head back to here, almost in anticipation of the lob. If you were going to do that in a game, I would hit a big topspin shot straight to your feet, because I can get it down, because you've given me that access in the short court. Okay, so when you get into the net, say off a drop shot, stay at the net.
Just stay right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That forwards and back, it's very important in tennis. I mean, we work so hard side to side in tennis, and there's a lot more forwards and back motion than you think.
Yeah.